Hey guys, happy Thursday. It's Joe. It's time for Pikket with Joe. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to see you guys already in. We have 5 games on the ice tonight. And before we talk about those 5 games, yes, we have to talk about Tag Thompson. Joe and David coming in here, commenting right away. Tag Thompson lit up the net last night. He made the hat trick come in so quick and easy, getting the hat trick in the first period. He just racked up these goals. Buffalo Sabres got a nice 9-4. They blew the Columbus Blue Jackets out of the water yesterday. What a game on the ice. Vegas really let us down last night. Colorado as well. Colorado not able to do anything against the Bruins at home. And Vegas losing that one to the New York Rangers 5-1. I told you guys, everyone and their grandma was talking about the Vegas Golden Knights losing that one to the New York Rangers. I wish I would have listened. But you guys, thank you so much for all being here. A big shout out to each and every one of you, especially you guys that are in every single day. Really appreciate you guys for joining me here. Tom, nice to see you here as well. First time I've seen your name pop up. So welcome to Pikket with Joe, Tom. I appreciate you guys. So happy. It is Thursday. You are right, you guys. Big shout out to all of you. Okay, so 5 games on the ice today. Not too many goalie confirmations from what I was seeing before starting this. So we will double check those. I want to get some block shots on goal for some of these defensive players here tonight, as well as some of these goalie props. So hopefully my book will have some of those up by the time we start here. Oh, Todd, you're loving Dallas. Not sure if I can get there with Dallas. I think there's a couple dogs barking, but you guys know my bets have been kind of cold as of late. Yesterday was a little bit better on the books for me on the ice. So let's try to get some freaking money here on the ice. Big shout out to each and every one of you. Okay, let's jump in to this first game here. We have the LA Kings taking on the Toronto Maple Leafs. Now, this total has dropped down from 6.5 to 6. I was actually surprised it moved in this direction, to be honest with you. I think if I was to look at this total, I would have to just hit it over just because of the inconsistencies I've seen out of the LA Kings defensively. This is a team that should be playing better defensively than they are. I just do not believe in them as much as I originally did to start out this season. Now, the LA Kings here, they are coming in at plus 152 on the money line. I don't think they have a chance tonight against the Toronto Maple Leafs. You guys know I'm not a huge Toronto fan. Samsonov is confirmed in goal for them, though. He has been playing phenomenal. He's got a 2.09 goals against average. We look at Quick. He's allowing those goals to come in. When we look at these two teams defensively, they're both only allowing 29.5 shots on goal. So both defenses are standing up. The difference really here is goaltending. Jonathan Quick, like I said, I think he's a better goalie than what we've seen out of him. I just can't trust him in him against the Maple Leafs here. The Maple Leafs coming in off that big win over the Stars. They got a shutout win over the Dallas Stars, which was absolutely incredible. That was a 4-0 win for the Toronto Maple Leafs. They're off a 2-game road trip, but this was a small road trip. I'd be looking at the Maple Leafs here in regulation to get this done because you can't bet them straight up on this money line. It's just too juicy, but I think if you take them in regulation, it's just goaltending. And then we look at the Kings rolling into Toronto. They've struggled in Toronto as well, going 2-5 in those last 7 meetings in Toronto. So I think this is a good one just to stay off the Kings. My only worry is this is one where we're seeing lots of people just jumping on Toronto with them winning over the Stars. So I hope it's not too much of an overall reaction. But we've seen Toronto just so strong at home, going 8-2-3 on the season. I just can't get in front of this team. And strong home trends between these two when they match up. The home team going 11-4 in the last 15. So give me the Toronto Maple Leafs here in regulation. Looking at the next game, the Nashville Predators and the Tampa Bay Lightning. Tampa coming in as a large favorite at minus 182. We have a plus 146 here for the Nashville Predators, and total that has climbed from 6 to 6.5. Right away, Something about this Predators team, I think they can take on the Tampa Bay Lightning in this one. I'm sprinkling on this money line at plus 146. You guys know I love a dog. They're not a home dog in this one, but they're a road dog that's playing really good offensively. Now, I know their road record on that puck line is 8-15. There's no value on the puck line here as well. Otherwise, I'd be hitting it because we know the Lightning haven't been blowing anyone out of the water at home on that puck line. But again, no value. We saw the Nashville Predators win their last 3 games. They got a nice win over the Islanders 4-1. That was on a Friday. The thing here with the Predators is we have to look at how much rest they're coming in on. They haven't played since last Friday versus the Islanders. This team's been off so many days that I think they're going to be prepared for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Now, we have to look at how they've done in Tampa, and it hasn't been good. It's not pretty at all, you guys. They've gone 2-10 in the last 12 meetings in Tampa. So they could come out here and not have a solid game. But I'm looking at the Lightning. They lost to the Red Wings in their last game. And I know the Lightning are one of those teams. It's like in football, the Steelers, you don't take Mike Tomlin off that loss. It's hard to get against the Lightning here on the ice off a loss. But I think this is one where the Predators could get the upset. Again, I'm not going hard on that sprinkle. That's just a nice light sprinkle there. But the Predators playing up to teams with winning records, going 4-0 in their last 4 versus teams with those winning records and 4-1 in their last 5 overall. So I think there's an opportunity. And if there's an opportunity, you've got to look at this over because we know the Tampa Bay Lightning are scoring these goals, averaging that 3.44. The thing is the Predators have to come in and score in this one because both defenses are allowing these goals to come in, and the Lightning are starting Brian Elliott here. Now, Brian Elliott is 5-1 on the season, so he is a solid backup goalie, but he does have a 3.62 goals against average. So if you believe in the Predators, if you believe there's an opportunity and that you should sprinkle on this money line, the thing that coincides with sprinkling on the money line is taking this one over the 6.5. I liked it better at 6, but the total has moved up. So we got to take the over 6.5, you guys. You could look at the Predators team total over 2.5 too. If you're liking the Predators here, that's coming in over the 2.5 at minus 118. I would caution you guys from taking that under. That number is just so low here. And I think the Predators have every opportunity, even though they're only averaging that 2.65. We've really seen them win those faceoff battles. I think they'll win the faceoff battles here against the Lightning. The problem is they have to stay out of that box because we know the Lightning have such a strong power play that if they end up in the box, the Lightning are going to score. So this is going to be an interesting one. Preds need to start playing better on the road. I'm going to sprinkle the Preds. Give me the over. Give me the Preds team total over as well. The next game on the board, I see you guys. It is sprinkle time, Matt. Gotta love sprinkle time. Everyone on TikTok, it's hard for me to interact with you guys over here. Come on over to YouTube or Facebook. Joe, I know no one trusts Nashville. It's hard, but you look at this team. They've been off since their win over the Islanders on Friday. It's hard not to get behind them here. You've got the over 6. I love it. If you can find that over 6, definitely hit it there. You guys head on over to Betstamp. You can shop those lines over there. Use referral code Madden to make sure you get the best line possible. The Detroit Red Wings are taking on the Florida Panthers. This one kicks off at 7:30 Eastern. We got a total of 6.5. Now the Panthers rolling in as a large home favorite here. Minus 215, plus 176 for the Detroit Red Wings. Now, Detroit has gone 7-4 on the puck line on the road this season. We see the Florida Panthers. They're winning at home. They're 6-2 at home, but they're not blowing teams out, going 4-7 on that puck line. Right away, I like the Red Wings here on the puck line at plus 1.5. It is juicy, sitting right around that minus 140 mark. And the Red Wings team total over 2.5, because again, if this dog is barking, they have to get the goals on the Florida Panthers. We know the Florida Panthers come out with such a fast attack. They're getting these shots on goal, averaging 38.7 shots on goal per game. They are flying out there on the ice. We know Matthew Tkachuk is doing phenomenal. You could look at him for an anytime goal. Sam Reinhart also playing so strong. He has 4 goals in the last 5 home games. So he's going to be flying on the ice. This team is averaging 3.42. So if the Red Wings have an opportunity to win this, they really need to get the goals here. The Detroit Red Wings are averaging that 3.2. They have a strong offense. They're just not getting as many shots on goal as we've seen out of the Florida Panthers, only at that 30.4. But both of these teams, defense is giving up the goals, with the Florida Panthers defense really being their crutch here, allowing an average of 31.9 shots on goal and 3.35 goals per game. They also spend a lot more time in the box than the Detroit Red Wings. They're averaging 10.8 minutes per game in the box. The Red Wings come in here with the 3rd best limited time for these penalties, only taking 7.1 minutes on average per game. So give me the Red Wings here. Give me their team total over 2.5. Give me them on the puck line at +1.5 at -140. And I am sprinkling on them to pull off some sort of miracle upset here at +176. There's no way I can't. I think Dylan Larkin and David Perrin are both in for really solid games versus the Florida Panthers here. But we know we can count on Matthew Tkachuk to come out with a strong game as well. I'm going to stay off the total here, you guys. These two teams trend to that under, but I do think it probably goes over this total of 6.5. For some reason, I really do think we could see, with the Florida Panthers coming home from a road trip, it was a 5-game road trip, for them to be a little bit slow out on the ice, and for Husso to have a good game here for the Detroit Red Wings. Now, he has a 2.54 goals against average. So I wouldn't be shocked if the Red Wings won this 3-2. So, but then we could get that empty netter. This could be 3-3, go to overtime, and that gives us the over. So again, I'm going to stay off this total. I do think the Red Wings come in here and get these 3 goals though. So that is my strongest, taking their team total over 2.5. Okay. The next one on the ice is the Winnipeg Jets taking on the St. Louis Blues. Now, St. Louis coming in as a dog at home at +106. I cannot trust in this team. It's been so inconsistent. I have no faith in them. Now, we did see them get 7 goals on the New York Islanders. This is what I mean when I talk about Sorokin for the Islanders and how sometimes he just allows these goals to come in out of nowhere. That was one of those games. I really don't think it was a story of the Blues are so good. I think it's a story of Sorokin had a bad night in that one. 7-4 win for the St. Louis Blues. This team should be stronger, especially defensively. They're averaging that 3.04 goals per game and 29.8 shots on goal. But they're allowing that 3.85 and 33.2. I can't trust in them even here on home ice. This is their first game back off a 3-game road trip. They won that last one. They lost the last 2 before that. I think the Winnipeg Jets is the only way I could take this game. The Winnipeg Jets coming in here at -125 to -130. So go shop those lines again over on Betstamp. Use referral code Madden. I think just get the best value you can. I don't know if I'd take them in regulation. I think I'd just pay the little bit extra instead of getting that little bit of plus money. It might be kind of greedy here. We could see this one go to overtime. It's my only concern. Connor Hellebuck is expected in goal. Wait to see if he is confirmed in goal. 100%. I think you can take them in regulation because I do like what we've seen out of Connor Hellebuck. He is a phenomenal goalie. 2.26 goals against average. This team has such a strong penalty kill as well, and they're averaging that 3.29 goals per game, 31.1 shots on goal, and only allowing that 2.54. They won the last matchup over the St. Louis Blues 4-0. That was back in October. It was around the end of October. So I think they're going to have a fantastic game here. I see the comments coming in on TikTok. Best goalie. I agree with you. Connor Hellebuck is phenomenal. Also, my son's name is Connor. Gotta love a good old Connor. So Jets game over. It's hard to take the over with Connor Hellebuck in there. I don't know. I'm going to stay off the total for this one, but I can definitely see your reasoning less with the over for this game. Now, the Jets have won the last 4 meetings over the St. Louis Blues as well. They come in here on 1 day's rest, which they're super strong off that 1 day's rest, going 5-0 in their last 5 games, playing on 1 day's rest. They are also 12-3 in the last 15 in St. Louis. Strong trends towards the underdog, but I'm not biting. I do not believe in the St. Louis Blues. Blues also on 1 day's rest, 0-5 in their last 5 games, playing on 1 day's rest, and they've lost their last 6 games as a home underdog. I don't believe they have any ability to get this win tonight. That being said, I've been cold on some of these, well, not some of these games the last 3 days. Been cold. You might want to fade me plus 106 the St. Louis Blues if you like them here. Okay, last game on the ice, you guys. We're flying through today's show. We have the Ottawa Senators taking on the Dallas Stars. You are not going to like it. I like the Senators again here. I like their opportunity to pull off the upset. I am sprinkling on the money line for the Ottawa Senators. I know that the Dallas Stars are the better team, but they just came off a shutout loss to the Toronto Maple Leafs. That was a 4-0 win for the Leafs. The Stars just not pulling it together as of late. I think the Ottawa Senators with Cam Talbot, only if Cam Talbot is in goal, have the opportunity to win this. Cam Talbot is stronger on the road than he is at home. He's got 2.84 goals against average on the season. This team is stepping up offensively, averaging that 3.8 goals per game, 33.9 shots on goal. The Stars averaging 3.77 goals per game and 32.3 shots. The defense is stronger for the Dallas Stars, but both of these teams have a really strong power play, and both can win the face-off battles. When we look at the Senators, they have not only covered the spread as an underdog in the last 4 meetings versus Dallas, they've also won all 4 of those outright. I know there's a couple of trends I've gone against today, but I'm going with this trend here. I think the Senators own the Dallas Stars. I'm going to take the Ottawa Senators sprinkling on that money line. I'm going to take them plus 1.5 on the puck line. This is coming in at minus 135. And I like their team total over 2.5 at minus 120. When I'm liking these dogs that are such big dogs, you guys, when we're looking at their team totals, we are seeing those 2.5s. We've got a total of 6.5 in this game. When I like the dogs to get the win, that team total seems like easy money. So I'm hitting that one as well. The last time these teams played in October, the Senators got 4 goals on the Dallas Stars. It was a 4-2 win. And if I like that, I am going to definitely take the over 6.5 in this game, because we know the Stars are not going to be shut out again. I don't see it happening. I see them answering back with money as well. Sorry, I got a question on TikTok. Are the Senators paying you to say this? Well, the Senators want to pay me to hype them up, definitely, but I don't hype them up all the time. You guys know we've faded them. But if they want to. And I'm seeing the comment on Brady Tkachuk for the anytime goal. Yes, Brady Tkachuk got his 300th goal versus the New York Rangers last Friday. He is rolling with momentum. The Senators team definitely is a good one to bet on tonight. So you guys, those are the games broken down. I will have all of these bookmarked so you can go back and listen to my full breakdown of each and every game up on YouTube after this show. I'm seeing your questions come in. We're going to have a quick look at those. We're going to do the recap first, and we'll build the parlay. Maybe we'll build a couple different parlays today. I'm not liking how we're just doing these big one long shot parlays with the best bets. Let's try to make some freaking money in these games today. Blues in regulation. Tom, I wish you all the best. I just can't get behind them. I'm just finding that inconsistency there that I just can't get behind. Joe, a sprinkle. So a sprinkle for me is normally about half a unit. When I say I'm sprinkling big, I am sprinkling 2 units on that. When I say sprinkling big, it's never sprinkling big or a sprinkle. It's normally 2 units on that. Okay, let's go. Let's recap. Let's build the parlay. Again, everyone on TikTok, come on over to YouTube so you can jump in these questions and comments here. Gil, you're right. It is a parlay time at that 20-minute and 17-second mark. Okay, the LA Kings taking on the Toronto Maple Leafs. I'm going to take the Maple Leafs here in regulation. For the parlay, I'm going to take the Maple Leafs on the money line. I think the Leafs can get it done tonight. Again, I'm staying off the total for the recap of this game. The Nashville Predators and the Tampa Bay Lightning. I really do have a feeling the Nashville Predators and a lot of these dogs are barking today. I'm going to sprinkle, and this is only half unit sprinkle on the Nashville Predators here on that money line at plus 146. I'm also going to take the Predators team total over 2.5 at minus 118. I think this is a great way to take it. And I'm going to take the over 6.5 for the full game here with the Predators and the Tampa Bay Lightning. The over 6.5 is what I'm going to throw into the parlay. The next game on the board, I'm going to look at the Detroit Red Wings and the Florida Panthers. I'm going to take the Red Wings team total over 2.5 at minus 116. The Red Wings on the puck line plus 1.5 at minus 140. Again, we look at the Florida Panthers, not strong at home on that puck line, going 4-7 on the puck line, winning but not blowing teams out. I think you can look at Dylan Larkin's shots on goal over 4. You're getting that at plus 162. Now, he does get limited normally versus the Florida Panthers, but I'm looking for a strong game out of him. David Perrin's shots on goal as well. Sam Reinhart has scored a goal in 4 of the last 5 home games with the Florida Panthers, so you can look at him to score a goal for the Panthers as well. And you always look at Matthew Tkachuk and both of those guys' shots on goal for the Panthers. I'm staying off the total here, but for the parlay, I'm going to take the Red Wings on the puck line at plus 1.5 for the parlay. For the Winnipeg Jets and the St. Louis Blues, I know Tom's out there trusting the Blues. A couple other of you are trusting the Blues tonight. I can't trust their inconsistency. They're plus 106 at home. If you like them, bet them. But you guys, I've got to trust in the Jets to get things done. I'm going to take the Jets on the money line at minus 128, especially if Connor Hellebuck is confirmed here. The Blues, just too inconsistent for my liking. And Winnipeg playing strong hockey at the moment. So give me Winnipeg on the money line if Connor Hellebuck is 100% confirmed, which I'm going to look right now. Then I could see a reason to take them in regulation here, because taking them in regulation, you definitely won't be paying as much juice. Yeah, Connor Hellebuck is confirmed. His save shots on goal tonight is 28.5, minus 108 to that over. The under at minus 118. We're going to look at that in a couple of minutes here. I want to look at that because we know the St. Louis Blues haven't really been getting those shots on goal. And then, so for the parlay, I'm going to take, I put Wings, Winnipeg. I thought I didn't write it down. Then I realized I just put Wings. They don't go by Wings ever. The Ottawa Senators and the Dallas Stars. Okay, I am doing a double sprinkle. So 2-time big sprinkle on the Ottawa Senators to get this win here, you guys. I just think it is their game to win here versus the Dallas Stars. I think you can take them on the puck line if you want to be safe here at plus 1.5 at minus 135. Take their team total over 2.5 at minus 120. And because I'm riding with all of that, I got to ride with the over 6.5 because we know the Dallas Stars can get these points on the board. For the parlay, I will put the Dallas Stars and the Sens over 6.5. Okay, so that parlay, just to recap it, you guys, I'm going to take the Maple Leafs on the money line, the over 6.5 between the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Predators, the Red Wings plus 1.5 on the puck line, the Winnipeg Jets here on the money line, and the Dallas Stars and the Senators over 6.5. If I was to build another parlay out of these ones that I like, I would take the Winnipeg Jets and the Toronto Maple Leafs here on the money line. You're going to get great value adding both of those favorites there on the money line. Yeah, they completely own the Stars, winning as an underdog in the last 4. So it means they've covered that puck line. Again, if you're worried, just take them plus that 1.5 for the Ottawa Senators, because we all know trends can be broken. Could be the Blues tonight. I just don't see it happening. So let's look at Connor Hellebuck here tonight for the Winnipeg Jets. I think he's a phenomenal goalie. He's got a 2.26 goals against average. His number is coming in at 28.5 for his save shots on goal. The over is minus 108. It's juiced to the under minus 118. Now, when we look at the St. Louis Blues, they are averaging that 29.8 shots on goal. The Winnipeg Jets holding opponents to 31.8. I'm not sure. This number seems really tight to that over because the St. Louis Blues just haven't been getting these shots on goal. So I would lean to Connor Hellebuck saving a whole bunch of goals in this one to that over. If this was any other team that was averaging closer to that 30.3 even, I would be looking at hitting this. With this number so tight, I just don't know if the St. Louis Blues can get these shots. We've seen the Winnipeg Jets hold a lot less or a lot stronger offenses to less shots on goal. So I'm going to stay off that. Let's look at there's any other goalies that have been confirmed. If you guys want me to look at any of the teams' goalies, let me know, but I'm just going to start at the top here. Brian Elliott is confirmed. So Brian Elliott's coming in at 26.5 for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Now, when we look at that 26.5, we know that Nashville is only averaging 29.9. They're winning these faceoffs. So if they get the faceoffs in Tampa's zone, they should be able to win them, get these shots on Brian Elliott. The defense, though, of the Tampa Bay Lightning are holding opponents to 30.8. I think we could look at, even though I think the Preds win this, I think Brian Elliott probably hits or saves 27 shots on goal. I like what we've seen out of the Nashville Predators for getting these shots as of late. So I think Brian Elliott would go over that number. Let's look at another game here. I don't love that one. We have Jonathan Quick and Samsonov both confirmed now. So Samsonov coming in here at 26.5. Jonathan Quick coming in here as well at 26.5. Now, the defense of the Toronto Maple Leafs is doing the same thing as the Kings. They're both holding opponents to 29.5 shots on goal. Those ones are going to be a little hard. Let's see if we've got any confirmation of Husso in here. That is one that I'm interested to see what his numbers are coming in at. You guys, I'm getting hungry. What's everyone having for lunch? I need lunch. Oh, we've got no confirmations on the Red Wings and the Panthers game. That was one I was really hoping for. That is too bad. Let's look at the Senators and the Stars, see what Jake Ottinger's numbers coming in here at. If he is confirmed, we got some goalie props. Forsberg now confirmed in goal for the Ottawa Senators. Not Cam Talbot. Not what I wanted to hear. Take back that sprinkle. Do a half unit sprinkle on the Senators. I like Cam Talbot way better in goal than Philip Forsberg. We are seeing Jake Ottinger, or sorry, it's not Philip, it's Anton Forsberg. We are seeing Jake Ottinger confirmed in here. His number is 28.5. Forsberg coming in here at 29.5. I'm staying off. Staying off. Both of these teams allowing these shots to come in. 31.4 for the Dallas Stars, 33.3 for the Ottawa Senators. I would be looking at Forsberg to get over that 29.5. The only way now the Senators are going to be able to win this is if we can see Anton Forsberg stand on his head like I expected Cam Talbot to come into this. Makes me want to pull out my hair. I think I just grew 100 gray hairs by seeing it's not Cam Talbot in. Very disappointing. Okay, I'm glad to see what you guys are having for lunch. Egg Benny brunch for lunch. Wow, I am super jealous. I love eggs Benedict. So, and I see chili coming in here. I am hungry. That's Robinson. We always know Robinson can come in and get those shots or anytime goals. That is a nice way to go. Jason, I do like that. Okay, you guys, I'm going to sign off. Otherwise, you guys are all going to hear my stomach growl. Just to recap, that parlay and then the 2-team parlay. I took the Maple Leafs on the money line, the over 6.5 between the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Predators, the Red Wings plus 1.5 on that puck line, Winnipeg, the Jets on the money line, and the Dallas Stars and the Senators over 6.5. That over I like even more now with Forsberg. I'm shaking my head. I'm mad it's not Cam Talbot. And then 2-team parlay, the Maple Leafs on the money line and the Winnipeg Jets here on the money line. You guys have an absolutely fantastic day. Thank you for joining me here for Pikket with Joe. I got lots going on today. Make sure you watch the happy hour kickoff on the Better Than Vegas network. That show will be out later today. We talked all the game. Well, not all the games. 9 games, 10 games in the NFL. You don't want to miss it. It's a lot of fun. That one's presented by Betfred Sportsbook. Don't miss out on that show. Have a good day, you guys. Keep smiling. Let's make some freaking money today on the ice. Bye, guys.